Had so much going on that this morning I did. Alexa, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay. The truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. This is normal. This is a normal part of testing and maturing your friendship with Yahweh. Every Christian goes through it at least once, usually several times. It is painful and disconcerting, but it is absolutely vital for the development of your faith. Knowing this gave Job hope when he could not feel Yahweh's presence in his life. He said, I go east, but if he is not there, I go west, but I cannot. I go east, but he is not there. I go west, but I cannot find him. I do not see him in the north, for he is hidden. I turn to the south, but I cannot find him. But he knows where I'm going. And when he has tested me like gold in a fire, he will pronounce me innocent. When Yahweh seems distant, you may feel that he is angry with you or disciplining you for some sin. In fact, sin does disconnect us from intimate fellowship with God. We grieve Yahweh's spirit and quench our fellowship with him by disobedience, conflict with others, busyness, friendship with the world, and other sins. But often, this feeling of abandonment or entanglement or estrangement from Yahweh has nothing to do with sin. It is a test of faith, one we must face. We will continue to love, trust, obey, worship Yahweh, even when we have no sense of his presence or visible evidence of his work in our life. Will you continue to love, trust, obey, and worship Yahweh even when you or visible evidence? The most common mistake Christians make in worship today is seeking an experience rather than seeking Yahweh. They look for a feeling, and if it happens, they conclude that they have worshipped. Wrong. In fact, Yahweh removes our feelings so we won't depend on them. Seeking a feeling, even the feeling of closeness to the Messiah, is not worship. When you are a baby Christian, Yahweh gives you a lot of conforming emotions and often answers the most immature, self-centered prayers. So you'll know he exists. But as you grow in faith, he will wean you of these dependencies. The most common mistake Christians make in worshiping today is seeking an experience rather than seeking Yahweh. Yahweh's omnipresence and manifestation of his presence are two different things. One is a fact, the other is often a feeling. Yahweh is always present, even when you are unaware of him, and his presence is too profound to be measured by mere emotion. Yes, he wants you to sense his presence, but he's more concerned that you trust him than that you feel him. Faith, not feelings, pleases Yahweh. The situations will stretch your faith most. The situations that will stretch your faith most will be those times when life falls apart and Yahweh is nowhere to be found. This happened to Job. On a single day, he lost everything: his family, his business, his health, and everything he owned. Most discouraging? 37 chapters. Yahweh said nothing. How do you praise Yahweh when you don't understand what's happening in your life and Yahweh is silent? How do you stay connected in a crisis without communication? How do you keep your eyes on Yeshua when you're full of tears? You do what Job did. Then he fell to the ground and worshiped and said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart." Yahweh gave, and Yahweh has taken away. The name of Yahweh be praised. Tell Yahweh exactly how you feel. Pour out your heart to Yahweh. Unload every emotion that you're feeling. Job did this when he said, "I can't be quiet. I am angry and bitter. I have to speak." When he cried out when Yahweh seemed distant. For the days when I was in my prime, when Yahweh's intimate friendship blessed my house. Yahweh can handle your doubt, anger, fear, grief, confusion, and questions. Did you know that admitting your hopelessness to Yahweh can be a statement of faith? Trusting Yahweh but feeling despair at the same time, David wrote, "I believed. So I said, I am completely ruined." This sounds like a contradiction. I trust Yahweh, but I'm wiped out. David's frankness actually reveals deep faith. First, he believed in Yahweh. Second, he believed Yahweh would listen to his prayer. Third, he believed Yahweh would love him. Changing nature, regardless of the circumstances and how you feel. Hang on to Yahweh's unchanging character. Remind yourself what you know to be eternally true about Yahweh. He is good. He loves me. He is with me. He knows what I'm going through. He cares, and he has a good plan for my life. V. Raymond Edmond said, "Never doubt in the dark what Yahweh told you in the light." And with that, we'll uh, mark it so that we can come back to it tomorrow. I don't know why my marking pen was underneath all my other stuff. Alexa, cancel timer.
10-minute timer canceled.
Okay, there we go. Forgot my handy dandy bookmark, guys. Luckily, I opened right to the page. Okay. All right. Yeshua loves you. Hallelujah.